Coming up next on Albany Football Weekly, Greg Gattuso has the scout on today's opponent, Monmouth. Head athletic trainer Jay Geiger joins me in studio. The punter, Tyler Pastula, is this week's player guest, and long snapper Stephen Sokach-Minnick is all mic'd up.
Now, from WNYT My 4, this is Albany Football Weekly. Sponsored by USX Pest, your rodent and pest control experts.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Albany Football Weekly. Albany closes out its regular season on Saturday against Monmouth KC Stadium at 1 p.m. A week ago, they would roll. They got it rolling. After Griffin Waddell scored to tie the game at 7, it was the Reese Poffenbarger show. He would throw for not 1, not 2, but 3, but 4 touchdowns in a 38-20 win over Stony Brook.
It really meant a lot. Anytime you can beat a rival, especially on the road, it's really nice to bring that trophy back home and celebrate that win. And it's a really amazing feeling.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, anytime you can play a rival with a trophy in mind, that's always awesome. But going into this game this year, the trophy meant a little more. You know, getting 8 wins as a team in total, you almost kind of solidify a spot in the playoffs. So obviously, like, the game was awesome and all that, but that trophy meant a little more than just it's Albany versus Stony Brook. You know, it was big for a program to get to 8 wins.
The head coach is Greg Gattuso. He joins us with more on the win over Stony Brook and the matchup with Monmouth, where a win would give the Great Danes at least a share of their first ever CAA championship.
That game made me nervous last week. You know, these rivalry games can go either way without explanation, and I think that Stony Brook really in the first half, they gave everything they had, you know, and we just were the better team this year, and we're able to get a win. I think the trophy is great. I think our kids, you know, they were really excited about it. I think, you know, that trophy is something we just don't want to give up, and we have it proudly displayed outside the football office, outside my office, for the kids to see every day they come in there. So we were really happy to do that. Anytime you can beat your natural rival, you embrace it, and it did mean something to us. I think we have visions of other things in our minds a little bit. You know, we have so many kids that haven't been part of a championship football team. You know, sometimes people take that for granted. It's big, you know, and I think it's just the hard work and all the effort. It's a nice reward. I think, you know, we set goals every year of making the playoffs, winning a championship, and trying to win a national championship. And I think, you know, when you can clinch 2 goals on one day, that's a great day. Well, they have the #1 rusher in the country and the #1 pass receiver in the country. They have the #1 offense in our conference. They're very good. It's a big challenge, and you know, they're a good football team. You know, their record is certainly not an indication of who they are. They're talented, and because they can run and pass. If it was just one, you know, it'd be a different thing. But I think our defense has been really good against the run, and they're going to be challenged. I mean, it's going to be real interesting to see how this plays out a little bit, because you know, they're good. We have confidence in ourselves. We believe that we're going to play well. I just think with a great back, you know, he's going to make some runs, and it's how we react to. If he has a little bit of success, we just got to keep trying to shut the door. It's a swarm tackle, put bodies on him and the quarterback to try to disrupt him and play our normal game. I think you're going to see a lot of good things on both sides. You know, for me, you know, we felt that I knew it was going to take time to try to build to this point of competing for championships. We thought we did it in 19. Obviously, the pandemic knocked us for a loop, but I feel we're kind of back. I think our recruiting's been really good. We have good players, good people, and we're, you know, it's something that would be, you know, cherished if we can find a way to win Saturday. You can hear them back there; they're buzzing more. But you know, it's just a normal work week for us, and a game is 1-0. We had Larry Walker coined. We've been talking about us. And he, you know, he coined wherever he got it from, only us, never them, and it's something that they've really embraced. You know, we're not worried about our opponents. We don't talk about them. Certainly, we watch film and prepare, but you know, how we play is all we can control. And so I think it was last week. All these things are important. 8 wins is a huge thing for us, and we really, you know, we want to get to 9 if we can Saturday, because it has really good things at the end for the team.
And coming up next, veteran trainer Jay Geiger joins us in studio with more on Albany Football Weekly right here on My 4. I'm Roger Weiland. Welcome back to Albany Football Weekly. He's been the head athletic trainer since 2006. We welcome our good friend Jay Geiger to the studio for Albany Football Weekly. Nice to see you, Jay.
Hey, Raj. Good to see you.
We're taking
always,
a different turn on this show with you in studio, which is great, to talk about your role, which to me is you're kind of. I look at you as like the unsung hero. Because the only thing you got to make sure that you have healthy bodies on the field to help this team win games.
It sure is. We obviously want to go unnoticed throughout the day. You know, that's the biggest thing. I don't want to be texting you during games with any injury reports. But if we go unnoticed, it's a good day. You know, my family always says we didn't see you do anything today. That's a good thing. So.
Well, listen, this runs in the family too. Your wife Lisa's a head athletic trainer over at St. Rose. You have plenty to talk about when it comes to that.
We do.
Do you do a lot of work discussion?
No, we don't, because we see each other about 20 minutes a week. So it works for us. So. Obviously, it's working in college athletics. The both of us it's very demanding, but we make it work with our family. Has
your staff grown? Has the importance of what you do grown over the years since 2006? Yeah, it's changed dramatically. A lot of mental health now is a big thing for our student athletes. That is sort of a problem right now with many of our younger generations. So we're dealing with that a little bit more. So it's not only the physical aspect of our student athletes, it's the mental aspect. So you get to know these players in all the sports that you cover very well. Yeah, that's one of the best things, is that once we get to know them, if we know something's out of line, that's the biggest thing. So getting to know them is very important for us. Has the student athlete changed over the years? It most certainly has. Obviously, the pandemic really had an influence on that, and we're just dealing with different things right now. So it's good and bad. Hopefully, we're getting through this, and we're going to keep on progressing. What's your day-to-day like, or does it all depend on if you're in season or not? It has a lot of dependent on all that stuff. Most certainly we're there bright and early each day, and it all depends. We always say every day doesn't go the way it's supposed to, so you got to be ready for anything. So virtually 7 days a week during the season, unless coach is nice enough to give us a day off, which is few and far in between. But we enjoy the people we work with. And you've seen it all, right? I mean, 18 years, all the injuries, to the most serious to the most common. Yeah. Again, and everywhere in between. Everywhere in between. So obviously, we don't want to see anything. That health aspect of our student athletes is the number one priority, that we take. So. Yeah, well, you've done a phenomenal job. Is the student athlete today tougher than before, or do they when they get injured? How hard is it, even on a common injury? Hey, you can get back on the field in 2 days. It's tough. You gotta. It's a mind thing with them. We need to push them, but there's a fine line, right? So we need to be careful what we're doing now today. So. How's the football team look right now? We're doing good. Coach has done a great job with, we've tapered down over the last few weeks of, some hitting time. If we don't know this by now, then we're in big trouble. So we feel pretty good about Saturday, and I know we're going to this in fully loaded. No, you are as locked in as anybody, Jay. And I've known you for a long time. Congrats on everything you do and all the hard work that you and your staff put in. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jay. Yeah. Appreciate it. Jay Geiger, good seeing you. Head athletic trainer with us here on Albany Football Weekly. The Albany defense continues to win that turnover battle. I can tell you that. Great Danes forcing another fumble late in the fourth last week at Stony Brook. The sack by Junkaj, and Elijah Hills recovers the ball at the Albany 15, and it would lead to a touchdown. And for Anton, it's his 12th sack of the season.
It feels pretty good. I mean, I feel like all our D linemen are doing their jobs, and that's helping us get to the quarterback. So, and especially guys like Mir and all the cornerbacks and safeties, they're helping us get to the quarterback when they're covering their guys the whole time. There's not a stat line, but me and AJ kind of got a little competition going around, and we want to try to, if he gets a sack, I want a sack, if vice versa. So.
Yeah, I think the question was, do you know how many sacks you have? And the answer is they know exactly how many sacks they have. They know, yeah. They're quite the pair as football players, and they're quite the pair
as people I enjoy being around in meetings and in practice and stuff. They're fun to be. They love to play. They're competing like crazy, and they're a big reason for our success. And hopefully, they can make this quarterback very uncomfortable on Saturday.
Yeah, and that plus and we'll get into it, but the running game here today, right? They've got a good running back.
Yeah.
That you face.
Yeah, they do. He's the best in the country. He has about 300 yards more than the next closest contender. He's very good. Sheridan, he's fast. He's got NFL type speed, and he hurt us last year with some big runs. But we're a stout defense. We're the number one rushing defense in the country, and we feel like this is going to be a fun matchup to see how we do.
No question. Can't wait to strap it up and see what happens here. All right, coming up on UAlbany Football Weekly, special teams, kind of a theme. Long snapper Stephen Sokach-Minnick is all mic'd up today. And the punter, Tyler Pastula, joins us in our player guest segment. Hear what the senior from Easton, Pennsylvania has to say about the season and his career next on My 4. And welcome back. Senior punter Tyler Pastula joins us in studio from Easton, Pennsylvania. Another Pennsylvania guy recruits, huh?
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of PA guys on this team.
PA guys are better, you know. Eastern, there's always a conversation of Eastern PA versus Western PA, but sorry, Larry. Sorry, all you guys. Eastern PA is better.
Oh, boy. There you go. That's quite the argument with Coach Gattuso, I can tell you that.
I know.
Hey, listen, great season for you so far, man.
Thank you.
How do you feel? I mean, has this been your best?
I'd say so.
Average about
around,
42 per punt?
I'd like it to be better, but at the same time, I'm helping my team put them in the best position to succeed, and that's all that matters, honestly. I'd rather win games than care that I averaged 48 yards a punt. So.
Well, you did hit one for 68.
I did. That was a rocket.
That was a. You know, I mean, you know, right?
Oh, I do.
As soon as I hit it, you know.
I mean, you don't, like, for punters, as you can tell, you don't hit anything. Like, if you hit that ball clean, it feels like you're hitting air, and it did it on that, and it was a nice sight to see. I'll tell you that.
What's the toughest part of your job?
Honestly, I mean, coming into college, it was definitely their surrounding noise.
Stay focused.
Yeah, staying focused. But honestly, I'm so tunnel vision now that, like, I'm a senior. So, I mean, the hardest part, I guess, is to, again, put my team in the best position possible, and hopefully I can do that every single time. And I'm very hard on myself when I don't hit the ball that I want to hit. So, I mean, there's nothing really hard about it. It's just, you got to be locked in at all times.
Hey, listen, there's pressure there.
Yes, sir.
There are times when you need to produce a big punt or put one inside the 20.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Those stats are important.
Huge stats.
And you've done well with that this year, too.
Yes, sir.
You've done very well. What's the future for Tyler Pastula? Obviously, where are you ranked in the FCS right now?
Around 16th-ish.
All right. So you're having a phenomenal year.
Yes,
obviously, very good at what you do.
Yeah.
When you're done, what's the next step? Get an NFL trial?
100%. I'm fully on the path to. I want to pursue this as long as possible. I think I can do it. I know I can do it, and it's all about excelling and exceeding at this point.
What's your Albany career been like for you here with the Great Danes?
It's been awesome. I mean, obviously last year we weren't where we wanted to be, but this year, I mean we're as good as anybody, and I'm so ready for this. See what this future holds.
Have you always been a punter? The punter in the blood for how long?
Man, I started actually senior year of high school, believe it or not. I was going to go to Penn State or Coastal for soccer, and I decided football wave is a lot better, so that's where I am now, and I don't regret it. Awesome.
I mean, you've developed the trade. So you were thinking soccer at Penn State at one point.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever play any other position in football outside of punter?
When I was like really little, my dad forced me to play football. I was a everything kind of player, but I didn't like it at that point. But look where I ended up.
Hey, before I let you go, you have a shout out. And I didn't even know about this shout out, but fire it away.
I do. Please, if you're in the Albany area, go to Fiorello's. Mimo hooks us up all the time. I'm there every day, and you will not regret it.
Make sure they watch the show.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Hey, Tyler, great job. Great season.
Much.
Nice getting to know you and your family a little bit, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
All right, here we are, the final game of the regular season for UAlbany Great Danes as they take on the Monmouth Hawks at home, Casey Stadium at the University of Albany. Kickoff time 1 p.m. We are keeping an eye on a weather system coming through. Might leave a lingering isolated shower to start off the game. Otherwise, though, mostly cloudy, breezy, wind gusts getting up to around 25 miles per hour, and cool. We're starting out at kickoff temperatures in the upper 40s. We're down to mid to low 40s by the fourth quarter. That also means if you're going to be heading out for the tailgate, keep the rain gear with you, as there's still a chance for that isolated shower or two. Congratulations to the Great Danes on an amazing season. Let's close it out with a win on Saturday.
Thank you very much, Reed. And if for some reason you're not going to the game, and we urge you to, I will have the call of the game on 104.5 The Team. Play-by-play call along with Michael Johnson Jr. Pre-game show. Radio side starts at 12:30. You can also watch the game on Flow Sports 1 p.m. kick. When we return, Coach Gattuso has the scouting report on Monmouth. And when we return, a special teams player will wear the mic.
Who's your least favorite coach?
No, he's not. He's wearing a wire. I love them all. Ori John Charles loves all the coaches.
That was a good answer.
He's the senior long snapper, Stephen Sokach-Minnick, and he's all mic'd up next on UAlbany Football Weekly on My 4. And welcome back to UAlbany Football Weekly on My 4. The player who gets the pleasure of wearing the mic this week is the senior long snapper, Stephen Sokach-Minnick.
And now, UAlbany Football Weekly mic'd up.
Who's your least favorite coach?
Who's mic'd up today? This guy.
Oh my God!
Who's this guy?
I almost got him, Coach.
Coach G loves to drink pumpkin spice.
No. Are you mic'd up?
Nah.
Yep. No.
Coach G loves to drink pumpkin spice.
Yes. Sokach-Minnick is a pumpkin spicer.
Absolutely not. I've never drank pumpkin spice in my life.
Should be ready to edit this. Not that bad. Not that bad. Good first one. Yeah, he's kind of getting into it.
Wait, did you ask him if he was the ugliest and he said a shaved Austin Mosier?
Oh, that's a pretty ball there.
Thanks, Rusty.
That's a pretty ball there, buddy.
Tyler called you ugly. He called you ugly.
Nah, he might be in the Travis Kelce running for Man of the Year.
Ooh, Taylor, how's this angle?
God, nobody likes me this much when I'm not mic'd up.
The reason why you're going,
we don't.
The reason why you're not going to the studio is because I'm the prettier one, and that shouldn't be made for television.
Who's the one with the girlfriend?
This is Stephen Sokach-Minnick signing off from The Specialist. I hope everyone had fun watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. And everyone come to our game Saturday. We're playing for the championship. We need all the support we can get.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, there you go. Nice sign off there. I like that. Stephen did a nice job.
He did. Yeah, he's sneaking up on you and ambushing everybody at practice. But he's
you had one of those days at practice like that.
Yeah. They
but more fun.
I've always enjoyed my time with our specialists. Ever since I got here, we've always seemed to have a great crew of specialists, and it's a lot of fun. And you know, they're all pumpkin. We call them pumpkin spicers because they like this time of year and they like pumpkin spice. It's coffee, you know. So but they're a good group. They're a lot of fun, and you know. Pastula was talking about his punting average, and I want to give him a shout out because he's all in about winning games, and he certainly could kick the ball in further at times, but when we're trying to place the ball, it's really important for us defensively, and he's done a fabulous job of that this year.
You give him a shot to make, you get a shot at the next level when he's done?
I think he's got the leg, you know, it's just a matter of getting the opportunity, and that's, for a lot of people, that's the harder part, but he's got a strong leg.
Well, let's have some more great punts and kicking game and special teams play, certainly today against Monmouth. Let's get to the scouting report, get to the video here, Coach. What do you expect against the Hawks here at 1 o'clock today? What's the scouting report tell you?
You know, obviously it starts with stopping the run. They have the #1 rusher in the country, but as you see on the film, they have the #1 receiver in the country, and the quarterback's really, really a good player. So they're really good on offense, and defensively they're really improved over last year. So it's going to be a battle, no question about it, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, but your defense has been up to the challenge all year.
Yeah, our defense is been very good, and we've been good at home. You know, we've played very well. To win 4 in a row at home has been huge, especially the way we've played with the with the point spreads we've had over some really good opponents, and so we're excited about this opportunity to play at home and have a chance to compete for a championship.
All right, you touched on this briefly, but how about a little bit more on certainly your defense going to have to stop the run here today, right? But what about their defense matched up against your offense today?
Yeah, they're good. They have a lot of talent on the edges of their defense, but I think number 7 gives us an opportunity in every game, and our receiving core is playing very well right now, and we've got a couple running backs that are a little banged up, but they just keep going and going and going, and that's this time of year, everybody's banged up, so you got to push through. So
and turnovers. How about, Ray, where you're watching what happened at Stony Brook last week? Win that turnover battle, which you have done this year.
Yeah, we're #1 in the conference in turnover margin. We have to win that battle. That's critical. And if we do that again, which we've done the last 4 or 5 weeks in a row since New Hampshire, our chances of winning go up.
Well, I think today with a big crowd, and you're right, the crowds this year have been really good. Mm-hmm. So no rain in the forecast today, very little. So get a big crowd at Casey Stadium, and good luck to you, Coach.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We'll talk to you next week, and thank you for joining us. Good luck to you, Albany. We'll see you next week with another edition of U Albany Football Weekly right here on My 4.